Looking earlier at something where Hitler quoted a very well-known individual in this country, known as John D. Rockefeller, where he said he did not want a nation of thinkers. He wanted a nation of workers. Why would someone want that?
Well, put it this way, few people understand the way the educational system has been set up, or the medical system, and they're both set up by the Rockefellers. This is, if you do your history, go somewhere on the internet. It doesn't take long to find out how these institutions were set up. And once you understand how they are set up and their agenda, then you begin to understand. They never intended for the American people to become, I'm not talking about literate, we're talking about thinkers, independent thinkers.
Yes, sir.
That means that you cannot be controlled. Acquiring knowledge and wisdom, being an independent thinker. That means you cannot be controlled. So what they want to do, they wanted to dummy the people down, such that they become worker bees and specialize in the various specialties, engineering or whatever, medicine. And they did not have a critical way of putting things together where things begin to make sense. For instance, you go in your pocket and you pull out, I got some currency here, what they call currency. So it says a Federal Reserve. This is not a U.S. Treasury note.
Yes.
Now I don't care what your educational background is. They've been using this all along, people have been paying bills, but nobody stopped and thinks, wait a minute, this is a Federal Reserve note. It didn't say U.S. Treasury.
Yes, sir.
Then something's wrong. So what I'm saying, people have not been able to put the dots together because they've been deliberately miseducated. And as a result of being educated and dumbing down, you have been allowed to be raped and pillaged and enslaved. And your power taken from you, the power of the people taken from them and been enslaved by a system that makes you an economic slave. That's basically what you're, because you have been dummied down. You don't understand the workings of economics, and you're being easily manipulated. So as they are printing this stuff, remember this stuff is not, if we go back to 1960,
yes, sir,
when JFK was put in office, he had a federal executive order. I think it was 11,000 Just put the executive.
Sure.
He issued an executive order where he issued U.S. Treasury notes.
Yes, sir.
And not only was there U.S. Treasury, you could go down to the bank and get a silver dollar. So if you had a $5 bill, you go out and get $5 silver. Well, after he was assassinated, all of that was changed by LBJ. My point is that as he was saying, John D. Rockefeller said he wanted workers. He wanted somebody to do as they were told. Just like in the service, you join the army, you given a direct order. You're not told to think, you're just told to go and perform. You're no more than a robot.
Yes, sir. And